everyone, how are you today? I hope all of you are in a good condition right now. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Dewa Gede Saka Pratama, and on these occasions, I would like to deliver my explanations about a critical review on a journal titled Integrating Culture into ELT Classes, What, Why, and How. But prior, I will tell you that this video will be divided into two sections. The first is I will give you a brief summary of the journal, then I will deliver my critical review right after the summary. So without further ado, let's move to the first section. The journal research titled Integrating Culture into ELT Classes, What, Why, and How was conducted by Özlem Karagak-Tuna and Salim Razi has discussed about the role of English in contribute toward the development of foreign language teaching curriculum from an intercultural perspective. The aim of this research is to investigate how pre-service and in-service foreign language teachers consider the integration of culture into language teaching. The study of research was carried out with 4th grade ELT students at the Faculty of Education's Pamukkale University, a state university in Turkey, and English instructors at the School Foreign Language at the same university in the fall term of 2015 until 2016 academic year. This research has collected the data by both quantitatively and qualitatively via an inventory of culture components and interviews. The findings of this research are expected to contribute to development of foreign language teaching curriculum that give importance to intercultural competence. Lastly, the discussions of this research is present the study reported on the opinion of pre-service and in-service teacher from a single state university in Turkey. Therefore, the results may not be generalizable. Further, the research studies at the university both in Turkey and all over the world to enable a wider understanding of the issue. With regard to pedagogical implications, in-service training on ICC development for in-service EFL teacher is suggested, whereas relevant course on the development of ICC is vital in ELT department for training intercultural competent EFL teacher. Well, that's all about the brief summary of the journal, and now we will continue to the critical review section. From this research journal, I got two statements that I have underlining. The first is, I strongly agree with the statement that the notion of culture has recently been considered as another vital component of foreign language. This also will be related to the statement that the culture is vital part of the communication process. This is important for teachers and students to know that language is born through culture, because when we learn languages, culture is one of the most important aspects that must be learned and known to meet the target of the language we learn. Furthermore, the addition of culture aspect in learning language will benefit students in opening their view of the wider world, where in every language there will be strongly influenced by the culture of origin. This influences students to uphold their culture and appreciate the culture carried out by those who have other culture. For example, in the research finding, the integrations of culture into ELT provides benefit for teachers as well as students. The benefit felt by students is the formations of motivations from assessment relate to the culture in the language classes. Students feel the class will be more interesting and students more willing to learn when culture is integrated into language class. This is one of the reasons related to the daily use of language because of the difficulties in understanding proverbs and idioms that require familiarity in other cultures. As for the teacher, Integrating culture allows the teacher to include various activities by avoiding only focus on teaching grammar. Keep in mind, culture has a significant influence on how people communicate. So, with the addition of culture aspect in language learning, especially ELT, will help increase the effectiveness in communications as well as the formations of students' character in viewing others' culture. And then the second statement is videos were suggested as the most beneficial to integrate culture into EFL classes. Yes, I'm kind of agree with this statement, but if it say that the videos are the most beneficial way, I can say that I truly disagree with that, because in fact, limited media is still an obstacle for teacher to teach, where if it's only using video, a lot of equipment is needed and not all the school have these facilities, especially school in remote areas. So an easier way to do is apply material that is more related to the students' lives in classes activity. Students' daily activity are the culture that they bring to the class. So if they are applied, it will be the same as integrating culture into ELT. For example, is asking the students to describe one of the culture in their area. So this is also arouse student sense of appreciation in holding their culture. So the use of electronic media such as video can indeed help the students' introductions of culture. But if we see the real situations on the ground, it will be not wrong if we look for other alternative way that are simpler but with the same target in integrating culture into language classes. In conclusion, the integrations of culture into language classes is needed remind to the target and benefits derived from it. But apart from that, it still needs attention to the various media that will be used in integrating culture into the language class, and importance of the further studies on the influence of culture in language learning is very necessary, given the culture will continue to develop along with the times. Well, that's all about my critical review. Thank you very much for watching this video, and goodbye. Stay safe, everyone.